Go, let's go, guys. We love getting pumped up about crypto, particularly these times in the market, especially in Bitcoin and the market's retracing as we see now. And we are ready to see probably this weekend, I would say, or so. I'm no expert. I'm no financial advisor. We're about to see $130,000, $135,000 Bitcoin. We go up from here now to the end of the year, Q1, Q2 till next year. Today, let's get the big deep dive going. Welcome in everybody to Crypto Info. Tap like and subscribe if you don't know, if you don't mind. One of the biggest misunderstood bills in crypto, the Clarity Act. We're getting ready for a piece of U.S. law that could define crypto's next era in basically the adoption of cryptocurrency. Period. All right, we're looking at well, we got a number of things to look at here. First of all, this federal proposal aimed at solving a problem that we've all been feeling, of course, since 2017 at least. The confusion over what is a security, what's a commodity, what's money, right? SEC enforcement over the past years has been grueling, consistent, horrible, and we need some guidance. And here we go. We're waiting for the Clarity Act, permanent definition for all assets, and assigning them to the proper regulator is what we're getting ready for. Okay, we're getting ready for finally. Let's basically think of it as kind of like two halves of the same bridge here, guys. Genius Act deals with stable coins and how they're issued, backed, audited, blah, blah, blah. Clarity Act deals with the assets that move across the rails that have been laid, those rails. Okay, tokens, protocols, DLTs. Now, if the bill passes, you're going to see finally a roadmap for digital finance in America. Okay. It issues three key categories that we're waiting for. First, digital asset commodities. Obviously, decentralized networks like Bitcoin, XRP. XRP is not decentralized. Yeah, whatever. No single entity can control the issuance or the governance is what we're looking at. Totally awesome. What's up? Welcome in. Now, digital asset securities is what we're also looking at. These are tokens that rely on managerial effort, as we know. The whole Howey test thing, right? Company gets value. That's now a share, right? Considered a share. And then third, hybrid assets. They begin centralized and then become decentralized over time. And that's the most important thing. Okay. The assets that start like startups, if they start up like that, okay. That's like XRP, the Ripple. Interesting. Yeah. Company may have created the token, but right, the network runs independently on decentralized nodes, UNLs, unique nodeless, right? Spread worldwide. So under Clarity Act's definition, XRP qualifies as a digital asset commodity. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Good gracious. Thank the Lord, right? And to reshape the entire landscape, guys. Why? Because why? Yeah. It's going to, guys, the SEC and CFTC can now actually look over these things properly now. Compliance, faster innovation, no more arbitrary suits, right? Ripple versus SEC saga is going to be old news very shortly, right? Very shortly, really, with this whole thing. The Clarity Act isn't just about regulation, right? It's, all right, so like picture, okay, so if the next PayPal, right, wants to go on chain, you shouldn't have to guess like what regulator is going to be looking at suing you next. You should know the rules before you launch with that project, right? That's the Clarity Act. That's what it does. And for projects that are running, it gives predictable, permanent, innovation-friendly framework, guys. This is what we've been looking for. Bipartisan members are working with it too, by the way. They know it's the key to our U.S. competitiveness, right? Emmer, McHenry, Gillibrand, Loomis, right? They're all doing it. It's huge. For the first time, we're going to get this for the first time in history, right? Agreeing that crypto's future is obviously inevitable here. The Treasury and CFTC have signaled support for the structure already. We already know that. The Clarity Act builds on the idea of functional use. Instead of judging an asset by how it was sold, it judges it by what it literally is doing in the world now. So if a token's main use is powering a ledger, not enriching the issuer, it's not considered a security anymore. It's a massive shift from the outdated Howey test, guys. This old, did you invest in a common enterprise for profit of others? I mean, that's like Orange Grove talk. It's so silly. Good 40s, what, 45, 46, whatever, right? We're in 2025. The Clarity Act updates the mindset now, okay? When will it pass? This is what we're all wondering. When? We don't know. We're waiting. We don't know. This is taking longer than expected. Rumors swimming around that it's speeding up actually a little bit faster. We're going to get into that a little bit later. Guys, here's what we're seeing now: a coordinated phase between the Treasury, the Fed, the SEC, CFTC. For once, finally, they're aligning. Ripple's been quietly briefing DC lawmakers and advisors, and they're not the only ones, on what's going on with blockchain technology and cryptocurrencies and where they fit into the world, and how they're not all for nefarious dealings, right? ODL usage, XRPL corridors, RLUSD flow, all of this coming very shortly to a theater near. Grab your popcorn. Not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Don't buy or sell anything is what I say or do. Right? All right. Clarity Act. Serious business guys. This is what we need. We need that with the Genius Act together. Obviously, they work together. Once we have these two guys, banks can hold all of this and operate with all of this cryptocurrency stuff. All this blockchain technology stuff. Yeah, it's lights out once all of this starts up. Once we get the Clarity Act, and it's all aligning, and it won't be immediate. It will take just a little bit for it all to kick in, just like EFTs being approved. Like Rex Osprey's kicking it. XRPR is killing it. That spot XRP ETF is killing it with its AUM. But here's the deal. Obviously, here's the deal, and it's obvious. We're not going to see all this stuff go to the moon just right away as soon as XRP ETFs are approved. I mean, yeah, we'll see it go up on sentiment, but it'll retrace and level out, of course, XRP's price. We all know that. And then the real, again, I quote Clark Griswold from Vacation. Before they go on vacation and jump in that family truckster, they're in the living room and they're doing that Atari thing on the TV screen. And he's trying to explain to the family, guys, nothing in life that's easy is ever worthwhile. You know that. That was my best Clark Griswold. That was horrible. But anyway, really, come on. We need to wait, and it is what it is, and patience pays off. This is what we're waiting for. We're waiting for our explosion in the markets. I'll get the comments in a sec, guys. We're waiting for our explosion in the market. So this weekend, we go past this point here of the 125. We come out of this weekend and come up here to here to about 132 or so. Saturday, Sunday-ish. So I'm not a financial advisor. That is my call. That's where we're going. Let's see what our candles say. I can't tell. I'm horrible. I'm a horrible chart reader. I can't tell on that. BNB now at 1,000, almost just about 300 per coin now. Let's look at this action on BNB, guys. What in the world is going on? Would you just look at this? This is what you love to see from a stock. You love to see this kind of movement. Look at this. Yeah, BNB shows no sign of stopping, I don't think, if I know what I'm seeing with hammers, with hammer times. Anyway, that's what I see is us going up this weekend and the entire crypto market going to, well, Bitcoin going to at least 132,000 this coming Saturday, Sunday. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm seeing this getting ready. See this? See this? See this wedge? Nah. Anyway, guys, don't forget about Caleb and Brown. We'll get back to them in a minute, too. Don't forget that XRP is now moving 330, 340,000. It's trading 340,000 in the past minutes. Am I sharing my screen? I think I'm not. I am. And then, you know what? I want to know. when we are going to get, let's go to full camera so I don't bore you too badly. We'll grab comments too. I don't know if anybody's in here. Seth, good morning. Alicia, good morning. And Jan, good morning. And CG, good morning. Welcome to Crypto Info. Let's see what we've got. Still holding XRP, says Jan. People don't tend to get it. Now, do they? And now look, here's the thing. Someone wise once told me, it's actually a friend of mine, I laugh, that you get Bitcoin and you get anything in life, and I think it was probably not my friend, he probably quoted somebody famous, you get Bitcoin at the price you deserve to get it at, including me. I missed it. I missed the old Bitcoin. I didn't get it. I didn't see it. If I did, I would have had myself a whole bunch of Bitcoin. You know what I mean? But I don't, and I only have just a little bit. Same thing with Ethereum. I missed that, and I missed Solana too, and I'm not afraid to say it, and it's okay. But I didn't miss this one. Nope. No, not at all. I didn't miss that one. And neither did you. And you also probably didn't miss XLM, XDC, to cover the border agnostic ISOs, HBAR, Quant, Cardano ADA, IOTA Algo, IOTA and Algo as well. Those 8 ISOs. And how about some other future stars coming up in the crypto space? Somebody talked to me about some Chainlink. I mean, come on. They go on and on. People ask me, Frank, what should I get in crypto? What should I buy in crypto? What should I? Just friends of mine, people around me. I'm like, put a blindfold on, make sure there's no kids in the room. Face yourself at that wall and throw a dart at any of those cryptos on the wall. And then, just like after the internet explosion, stock explosion, right? After that bubble popped, the cream will rise to the top. Same with crypto. Thing will happen to a large number of them. They will go by the wayside, and their prices will go after the vetting, the great vetting, I'll call it, which is going to be coming after the huge, what will I call it, when the bubble goes really, inflating. After the great inflating comes the great vetting. That's what we'll be looking for here on the channel. If you'd like to pay attention to the crypto market with good sense and good control and no emotion, you came to the right place. It's Frank, the crazy old crypto tank. Tap the like and subscribe and the bell notification so you can get more of me and I can get more of you. And that sounded really weird, didn't it? But at least you get a little humor here and there. Welcome in. Guys, here's the deal. And by the way, I know I'm not funny. I know. The wife tells me all the time, stop thinking you're funny. You are not funny at all. Seth says, so XRP is the reason I couldn't buy a PlayStation 5 years ago. Funny, Seth. Yes. Okay, so I have people around me on that comment, and Jan says, all in on XRP, but love them all. And, I think a lot of us, a lot of us love these projects. What I am trying to say is that a lot of them are going to the moon, and we know that. The question is, can you guys ride out I love this word, the peregrinations of the market? I love it. I'm saying goodbye to my wife. Have a great day. I love you. And I love you guys. The peregrinations in the market, can we ride the ups and downs? That's ever the question. In my opinion, hold on. What do I know? I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about up here. Isn't that funny? I'm on this little soapbox and I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about. Hilarious. Who is this guy? This guy know what he's talking about? All right. Maybe I might have a clue, but I mean, come on. Nobody knows. Do I have a crystal ball? Easy. Guys, most of this stuff is going up. I think we know that. And I think most of the people who bought the 8X coins and, some Solana or Solana. If you're Raul Paul, you're going to say Solana. I love you, Raul Paul, too, by the way. Always in good fun. What else am I going to say about Raul Paul? The guy's a genius. I tried to make jokes. He's hilarious and he's awesome, and I really actually enjoy Raul Paul a lot. I think he's hilarious, and he's actually taught me a great deal. So I mean no offense when I make the jokes about Banana Zone, how he puts the R at the end. Don't people from Boston do that? I don't know. Chainlink, Sui, excuse me. Bitcoin's a rich man's game at this point. But anyway, whatever. You want to play with Bitcoin. Okay, it's going to go up. Ethereum's going to go up, even though that's the next Netscapes. Once we have the vetting. There's no way these layer 2s aren't just going to keep propping Ethereum up, and it's just going to keep doing what it's doing. And right now, there's going to be a great migration off of Ethereum and onto the other projects. And just you wait and see. Once the activity starts up, once again, the crazy extended super cycle bull run happens, whether it's this bull run that we're in now or the next bull run. I think it's pretty obvious that when we get our internet stock time for blockchain and crypto, where they all go crazy and, everybody, the guy cleaning the chimney is telling you about XRP, and you're like, oh my gosh, I think it's time to get out. That's when it's time to get out and the bubble's ready to pop. And that's when we see the great vetting with these projects, just like we saw with the internet bubble. So when that happens, goodbye Ethereum. See you later. Now look at, I am not this is not a tribalistic thing. I am a factual based. I like to be that way. And I do not want to sugarcoat it. Ethereum, as Charles Hoskinson has said many times, it was literally why he went and created Cardano. Wake the heck up. Now I want to get tough. Because when the truth is staring everybody in the face and nobody wants to talk about the elephant that's literally sitting right there in the room, I start getting loud. That's how I've always ever been like that. I'm a pain in the ass like that. Don't bring me into church. Don't bring me into, school. Don't bring me into these hierarchical settings. It has nothing to do with how spiritual and God-connected I am, by the way. Don't bring me into these places, the tanker, because ever since I was a kid, I told you. I sat there in fifth grade, it was fifth grade. I sat there in fifth grade sitting there. I'm putting myself in the classroom. I can literally walk down the hall right now, can smell the smells. I'm literally sitting there right there in the classroom while they're explaining to all of myself and all my friends, because I'm kind of friends with everybody. I was just always like that. And I'm looking at all my friends in the classroom, 25 kids or whatever. I'm sitting there going, you guys are all buying this? That the Egyptians built these pyramids with ropes and pulleys or ropes and copper tools? Are you guys all buying this? I don't even know physics yet, really, except what they've just been starting to kind of teach us in fourth and fifth grade, but something ain't adding up. I already been doing chemistry class and so forth, right? We've already been having labs. I've been doing some science stuff. I got a good God-given mind as a kid, and I'm literally in fifth grade going, are you guys buying this shit? Do you think the teacher really believes this, the adult? That's literally what I did with cryptocurrency, and that's why you're on this channel. That's who you got, Frank Crypto Tank. Yes, I'm not afraid to say it. I'll get to the comments in a sec. All right, here we go. Guys, honestly, I got to tell you the truth. Here's who you're following right now, and this is not an ego thing at all. I can't do it. It's not ego. You need to know who you're following. I literally found all the ISOs and bought them all 6 to 8 months before anybody talked about them on YouTube, I swear to you. Anyway, that's it. And anybody in my circle will verify that it's true. My wife definitely will, and I know you could say, oh, you're making that up. Anyway, let's get to the comments. Who cares? It's not about me. It's about you guys, and it's about this whole situation, this whole thing. You need to know who you're following. You're following somebody who is literally, does anybody have a crystal ball? I kind of might. I do, just not a financial advisor. Do not ever buy or sell anything because of what I say or do. Comments. Anyway, Seth says XRP is the reason. Oh, yeah, we already covered that. Thanks, David Schwartz. I missed it. Oh, by the way, did you guys see? Well, I'll tell you in a minute. Let me finish comments. All in on XRP says Jan. Surfs Up says Seth. And Jan says Ryle, Jake, Jake Clever too. Yep. We have a lot of folks. That's funny. Yeah, guys. Isachi says agree. Ryle Powell has an extreme, profound insight in markets. Oh my God, the guy's a genius. He's amazing. Probably won't get to that level ever after another decade or two. Yeah, the guy's been in markets and doing this stuff for literally decades. The guy's a freaking financial genius, obviously. So my question then, very kindly to Raoul Powell and to the community and to everybody then why is Raoul Powell saying, just don't fuck this up. Stick with your big winners, your Bitcoins, your Ethereums, your Solaners. Stay away from the old dinosaur coins. And then he turned tail on that. But why are you doing that with your position of power like that and influence that so many people listen to you? Raw, why would you do that? No. This sees through the mist and the bull crapperoonie. And then, well, the deception, the intent to say, look over here, and then I'm going to show you this. And that's what I'm calling. Could I be off with that? Absolutely. I could completely be wrong. I don't believe I am, in my opinion. I believe I'm over the target. I believe you have been led away from XRP and the X's by the old Raoul Powell. I oppose deception. So, and now you're starting to see who you have. Someone of authority and power and authenticity that ain't afraid of shit. Yeah. So, but it tries to be as kind as possible and is not looking for a confrontation, right? We don't need that. So, anyway, Raoul Powell, you're a tremendous, lovely individual. So why would you be saying at any point in time, knowing that we know you knew about XRP and XLM and XDC and all the ISOs, maybe not as soon as I did with my Eye of Horus turned on the way it was. That's pretty shocking that I found it so early. My wife's like, you're a fucking genius. How the hell did you find all those? And how did you have the gohunies to just start buying? I don't know. Well, because I trust. I trust my third eye of sight that serves me well. You all may not know what I'm talking about. You might think it's a little too weird. And I really don't care. I do care about you, though. But I don't care about kind of like what you think. What your opinions are. That's not my responsibility. Imagine if we were responsible for what everybody thought, like the God is. Oh, my gosh. Be horrible. I don't want that kind of responsibility. I don't know if responsibility is. I don't care what people think. Anyway, get to my comments. I hope we're having fun. I love Raoul Powell. But come on, Raoul. I oppose deception. I don't like that kind of stuff. You know the truth about XRP. Montsager, good morning. You know the Turple Nurple, welcome in. Hey, Raoul Powell, you do know the truth about XRP. Let's be honest. You definitely knew the truths. You knew about XRPL, XM, XDC, and HBAR way back. Oh, you knew when we knew. So then why were you telling everybody to stay away from the dinosaur coins and just don't fuck this up? Stick with your Ethereums and your Bitcoins. Really? When it's going to like 2 or 3x? Okay. Now look, I do love your Raoul Powell, but I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like what I'm seeing, says this. That sees through the mist. Yeah. Third eye action. In action. In play. We can get into all this stuff on the Patreon. I don't want to get too crazy on the old YouTube algorithm. Huh? No, I guess you could talk about this stuff, right? You're going to get flagged for talking about third eye blind. Come on, you got a group named Third Eye Blind. What the heck's the problem, right? You ever never stop to think about that? The group called Third Eye Blind with that, and I bet most people just flies right by them. Put the truth right in plain sight. Anyway, this eye allows me to see, and you too, if you want to use it, you have it too. And by the way, it's what Jesus was talking about in the Bible, for Christmas sakes. But we can't get into all that now, can we? Let's get over to some of our comments here. This is about crypto, but it's also about how we find the crypto. And how we find our ISOs before anybody finds them. Oh boy. Hey boy, stop. That's the other thing with the third eye. It's also about, it's about you guys in the world and situations and connecting to nature and everything. That's what life is. It's not about this ego and about me and what I'm doing. No, it's about what you guys are doing, and it's about what we're all doing together here as cells as a human being. We're obviously cells inside a huge human body. That is the human existence, right? Yeah. So let's be good cells. Let's not be bad. Let's be truthful and feed positive, truthful, honest things into the matrix. Let's feed good code into the matrix instead of garbage lies that cause all kinds of gunked up horse shit. Anyway, let's get back to the comments. Jan says, you're totally a genius. I just found out this year. Oh, about the ISS. No, not a genius. No, not a genius. No. Well, no, not a genius. Not a genius. I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say I'm a genius. Terrible Noble. I met God face to face, and that place was called Hell, says Jacob. Man knows his Bible, says Jacob. I saw God face to face, and I call this place Pineal, said Jacob in the Bible. The code is all over. I have said oftentimes, and so have so many others, who see through the truths of the truths, some of the truths. Come on, always levels and degrees. We don't see through everything. Let's be honest. But see through some things and see, oh my goodness, the Bible is literally a guidebook to enlightenment, shall I say, written for those who have the eyes to see and the ears to hear, to be read a certain way, and for those who do not, to be read as an ordinary layperson, which is fine, nothing wrong. You know what I mean. But anyway, this is about cryptocurrency. But I see some people are vibing with the truths of the truth, and what the truth is. That's just your truth. You're right. That's true. I get the third eye in a way, says Sachu. It's the knowing of things combined with reading people's expressions and seeing through not the meaning of the words, but why. Yes. Now you got turned on. Yeah, because it's not just like localized here. It's literally something you're like feeling in your entire being and sensing like, wait, this person's bullshitting me. Or, wait, Tank's totally over the target and not afraid to say it. People are kind of wimps and afraid to say certain things sometimes. Maybe they're just too nice. Tank's kind of is that what I call him, the Tank? He just plows through and just says it. Gotta try to be nice. Gotta try to be nice, Tank. Use the home defense rounds. Jeez, easy guy. All right, you gotta be nice. Turban Orbital says, update. My Gemini XRP card works across state lines. Oh, sweet. And I love this. This Gemini card's awesome, man. Just maxed her out, ready to max her out again now. So I'll be tapping my, and I want to do it with gasoline to get my 4% back, because I keep seeing it instantaneous, by the way. 4% at the gas pump. 3% pretty sure at the grocery store. 2%, no. 4%, is it 4% dining? No, it's 4% gas pump or EV charge. 3% dining, pretty sure. 2% at the grocery store, 1% everything else. Pretty sure. But I'm glad it works across state lines. Love this card. Love pulling out my phone. Love going ahead and, buying gas at the pump and pulling out my phone, and immediately I get my XRP. I've never seen a rewards program immediately reward me instantaneously, drop the XRP into my Gemini account. Boom. Dude, good job, XRP. Good job, Ripple, Gemini, and MasterCard. Nice work. Yeah, what a cool card. So you max it out and you get, I think it's $250 now. I thought it was $400 when they first started. But anyway, you get $250 and whatever you want. So good. Let me get back to you. Sorry, I didn't catch your question. Sorry. Versatile, my apologies. Welcome into the channel. Sorry, my apologies. Price prediction by the end of the year for XRP. I'm sorry I didn't get to your question. Thank you for sticking and waiting. My opinion, I am not a financial advisor. I'm going to give you a price prediction at the end of the year that I do believe is realistic on XRP. I'm going to share my screen to do it so that you guys can see what kind of trash I'm talking and where I am going with this, along with this, that tells me. And I'll go back and start at the furthest back I can. So Versatile, I apologize that I did not answer your question, and I will answer it now. Henceforth, here we go. Here's the deal. Let me go over this again, as I do, and my regulars are going to be like, he's going to do this again. And it's okay, I am. See? XRP, that's not correct, and neither is this. But XRP was at an all-time high. They're saying $3.84. We all know that is not correct. That was CoinMarketCap's price. It's okay. For our purposes, it's freaking close enough. Okay, here we are. Here we are in December 22nd of my birthday here, where they said, you know what, we're going to lasso you up, XRP. You're not going to run away with the whole financial system. No. Ripple, you're getting lassoed up. Ripple gets sued by the SEC. You know the rest of the story up until now. But did you pay attention, though? Hold on. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. I am. I've done that before, not sharing my screen. Okay. Are we seeing this? Are you guys seeing this where my arrow is getting larger here? Right here. Yeah. All of that belongs up here with the rest of the way Bitcoin and everything else did, where we draw an ascending line right here. Okay? All of this action here, guys, belongs up here higher than this business up here. Okay, so it belongs up here. So if we draw a line, we're going up here. So we are going easily to an XRP that's in the teens to 20-something dollars by the end of the year, easily. That's my easiest way to say that. Everything here tells me that we all could be fooled, and it might not be that early, because we're going to need Q1, Q2 action of XRP ETF inflows, capital inflow, to send our price. Besides just sentiment, and also the Clarity Act being completed and the Genius Act and Clarity Act codifying stablecoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain usage law, integration and dovetailing kind of thing, and laws with our current financial system, to the point where, hey, there's no problem. You know, you're a Franklin Templeton. You want to go ahead and play ball with massive amounts of your large institution. You want to play ball. You're BlackRock. You want to play ball with, do whatever you want. You're BlackRock. You want to play. You want to play ball with crypto, whatever, go ahead. It's no problem. There's no conflict with your, or you're not doing wrong or being risky with your clients. There's no fiduciary breach there. You're all good. You're playing with regulated stuff. Cheers, Michael. Michael J. Microphone. I told you, stay out of my way. Yeah, there's no problem there. You know, that's what's going to happen, is that with the codification, is that a word, of these laws that aren't going to now just easily be turned over by a democratic regime coming in next time around. Right? I mean, it's not like a 401k executive order that can be, no one can be signed and just that means nothing now. It's codified into law now. So when that happens, what are we looking at? Well, can I suggest, if I might be just a little bit rhetorical here, a freaking explosion of XRP, given thin liquidity, if you understand that too, everybody, and I think you do. I'll get to comments in a sec, guys. I know I will answer. I see them coming in. Guys, thin liquidity, what the heck's going to happen concerning that, right? You know what that is, right? We'll get to it in a second. I'll cover it. Nerp, I'm glad you're loving it. And Versatile, I hope that adequately answers your question concerning its price. I would say somewhere around, $15, $17 could be in the 20s range. And that is due to thin liquidity. And thanks, Sachi, for the heads up, because I always forget to mention. Guys, please tap like and subscribe. Please do not forget our Patreon that has launched now. Never forget about the 3Xs, but never purchase anything because of what I say or do. What the heck do I know about crypto that I'm flashing these three coins up on the screen? Yes, the one over there is the XDC opposing the XLM coin. Why is he doing that? He's like flashing them on the screen. I don't know, because he's really weird. He's just like trying to have some fun with you. All right, I'll leave him off. But yeah, no, don't forget about the Patreon either. Guys, here's the deal. Twins, welcome in. These false hope price predictions, says Twins. I love this. Prediction videos make me feel all cozy and stuff, like when grandma comes over on Wednesday with cookies and vodka. Ow! Wow! Nice job, Twins. Loving it. Loving it. Love you. Love you for the comments. I know. Hey guys, we're trying to be as grounded as possible. We feel like this is real. It could only be, $7, $8. I don't know. Kind of feel like that's true about what I said about lassoing them up. I think everybody knows that's true. I think we all know why too, given that the first day of court with the Ripple lawsuit, that Ripple pulled up to court with like 15 vehicles and 4 to 6 former SEC attorneys, and the SEC pulled up with like a couple vehicles with like 4 attorneys. Taxpayer attorneys. So Twins, I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you are seeing it. I don't know. True here. True as can be. That's what we're going for. Versatile says no matter what, the ETF will still get approved during the government shutdown. Ooh, nice point. I didn't think about that. See, the government shutdown serves to handle a lot of things. Last view from Earth of 3i Atlas. How convenient. Even with Mars, last view from Mars. Even how interesting. Because of the shutdown, we can't. No, sorry, they all went home for the day. Sorry. Government shutdown is one of those nice little buttons that gets to be pushed by the powers that be to say, hey, now look over here now. By the way, while we're doing all this over here, and they do like a whole like 5, 6, 7, 10 things over here, major things over here, while that government shutdown button gets pushed. Come on. I mean, guys, who's out of the matrix? Are you still in the matrix? Who's still locked in? Who's still locked in to a large degree? Sachi says, why do so little people invest in anything? Why do people want cash after all these examples year after year? Good question. I don't know. And guys, I wonder, are you guys cashing out your cryptocurrency this next bull run? Or are you guys going to keep a large portion of it in crypto and not off-ramp into USD? I'm curious if a lot of you guys are going to stay in crypto, or I imagine most of you are going to take lifestyle chips off the table and stop chasing the green dollar every day and chasing your time for money. But anyway, I do welcome you into Crypto Info. Blockchain made easy. You caught Frank the Crypto Tank. Please give some love and tap that like and subscribe down below if you don't mind. Please don't forget to also tap our Caleb and Brown link, because I'm going to tell you right now, when it comes to Caleb and Brown and when it comes to your next crypto cash out, I think see guys, here's the thing. I've been doing this for a little bit. And some people think I might know just a little bit about blockchain and crypto and what in the heck I'm talking about, and might have a good feel for this whole thing, and might think that I've actually played it right from the beginning, even though I sounded wacky in the beginning with ISO coins to my buddies. They were like, I'm not buying that. I'm like, I don't blame you. The first few months after I bought them. But because they weren't heard of. And anyway, so if you guys want to play this correctly this time around, I am not a financial advisor. I am an opinion giver, and I am suggesting that many people are going to be very disappointed this next cryptocurrency bull run. They're not going to be able to cash out and off-ramp their cryptocurrencies, given that Uphold allows for 50,000 to be pulled off a day. Nothing wrong with Uphold. I use it and I have it, and I would encourage everybody to use it as another piece in your portfolio. There's nothing wrong with Uphold. I don't want to give that impression. People, it sounds like he's saying no Uphold. No. I use Uphold. I like Uphold. I use them. There are certain things that the exchanges are bound by that they tell you and me, and we sign off on in the small print. One of the other things is that you're only getting 50,000 a day off of your cryptocurrency off per day off of the Uphold platform, uphold.com. So if your stuff runs to 150K that day, you ain't getting it. You're just not getting it, all of it. You're getting your 50K. That's if the exchange isn't crashed. And I do love Uphold. They also did crash quite frequently. Maybe that's all been corrected. So did Coinbase. Maybe that's all been corrected. Maybe Mr. Armstrong took care of all that stuff. You know? However, on nothing wrong. I love Coinbase. I also have Coinbase. I use them. I love them. I know that I'm limited on Uphold and Coinbase, and so are you. We sign off on that because they're an exchange. They're not a brokerage like Caleb and Brown. That's different. Caleb and Brown is different. They're an exchange. They are themselves a liquidity provider in-house, and they also access 14 liquidity providers outside of themselves. So they're getting you the best price on your crypto. They'll use their in-house first if that's what is the highest price for your crypto cash out at that time for whatever you're cashing out, for your XRP or whatever. All right. You also can pull out $1 million in a transaction if your bank will allow it. You have to check with your bank and create transactions first. You want to pull 300K, 400K. I think you can pull as much as you want for a 3.5% flat fee, period. Buy, sell, swap. Anytime you buy, sell, swap, 3.5%. That's it. You don't pay to go in here now. You don't pay to upload on Caleb. Okay, if you tap Caleb's link down below, yes, we are affiliated and we win. But even if you didn't, still go on Caleb, is my suggestion. I'm not a financial advisor. This is my opinion. My wife and I have been using them for quite some time now for a very good reason. You might want to check Caleb and Brown out. I think it's important this next bull run because you're only getting, and maybe Mr. Armstrong has changed how he does this over there on the old Coinbase. But I'm pretty sure that on Coinbase, you're getting off only $100,000 a day you're pulling off. And if you have a pro account, I'm pretty sure it's $250 or $500K, whatever it is, a day. What if your crypto goes higher than that with a few projects you hold and you want to pull more than that? That day when it's cranking like crazy, that day, even if you already had target orders, sell orders set, which you can do with which you could do with Caleb as well, and just have them set and ready for yourself. I can't set the target orders like that, the sell orders like that over on the old Uphold. I try and it says, sorry, try again. You ain't selling that much, whatever it is that I have over on Uphold. You're not doing that. It pulls a red box up saying, sorry, try again. You can't set that sell order. Sorry. Too much dough. I set it over on Caleb. I can set that son of a gun as high as I want. And it locks it in. And it's ready to go. And Fireblocks cold storage. Security. Institutional grade cold storage. Fireblocks. So it's like almost. It's not air gap. So it's almost like having like a cold wallet, but it's almost like having a cold wallet. Safety and security being Fireblocks institutional grade custody. At the same time, having the ready button, the PlayStation controller ready button going, all right, the stuff's going, boom, making my play, done, sold, 750K, whatever quant for 750K, ba-bunk school. Still keeping some quant, of course. Now look be careful now. You don't want to go offload into into USD now with all the cryptos, do we? Never financial advice, this is my opinion. Do we really want to off-ramp into all USD into a sinking ship, the U.S. financial system giving bricks and blah, 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 blah? I don't think we do. I don't think that's too wise now, child. Now, look, I'm here to spit the truth. I'm cashing out some into lifestyle chips to get some U.S. green dollars. That's the truth. But I'm keeping a whole ton in crypto. Because we also have a monster super cycle coming sooner or later with crypto. Why would I dump all my crypto before the last inning? Before the ninth inning? Why would I do that before the fourth quarter 2-minute warning? Why in the world would I dump all my crypto before the massive explosion a la internet explosion, internet bubble? We're going to get that with blockchain and crypto. Why would I sell all my shit before then? That don't make no sense now, child. See what I mean? So yes, I'm going to get out into USD. Yeah, I'm playing the balanced approach. Balanced more on staying heavy in blockchain technology and not putting into USD. And that's my opinion. That's how I'm playing it. That's just me. You do you. I can't tell you what to do, and I never would. You need to consult your registered investment advisor for your financial decisions. This is what I do. And I have fun. And I've already started. Come on. Let's get to the comments. All right. So, Jan says, keep a large amount, but yes, take some profits. I trust capital, if that's what you're saying. I have only heard fantastic things, by the way, about I trust capital. And you're saying iCapital? I don't know if that might be different. Is it iCapital you're saying there? But by the way, shout out to I Trust Capital, because I think I'm going to get connected with them very shortly. I'm surprised I didn't. Sachi says, I'm getting half out for a house and a portfolio that I can live off of. Smart. I will keep Flare forever since... oh, yeah. I remember. You're the Flare, dude. Yeah, smart. I didn't catch Flare. I got some. I didn't catch Flare. Ooh, what's up, little buddy? My pit bull is vying for some treats. Yeah, zero ETFs, only singles. Yep, me too. We only play with the real deal. I don't want to do any kind of spot or future ETF. I just don't. That's just me. Singles made into massive index fund myself. Zero mag, 7 stocks. I have a mag 7 or 2. And, we all play different things. This is, a lot of TradFi people coming into crypto now, which is very interesting, who hold all the mag 7, who are like, now I want some crypto too, which is interesting. Good for you, Sachi. You sound like you're playing things smart for yourself. Jan says, like Caleb and Brown too. Good for you. I mean, guys, check Caleb and Brown. There's no playing games with them. They're the way Tank is. We just shoot it straight. Too bad Caleb and Brown not available in New York. But here's the deal. Says Twins. But here's the deal. Peace out, Twins. So you left, but you're going to miss that. Caleb Brown is actually in the United States now, coming to the United States. Florida first now, and they're also doing California and I think New York. But Twins, I think you might have tuned out before you heard that. So hopefully we'll have to repeat that next episode for you. Yep. Did you guys know that? Caleb Brown, rock and roll here in the U.S. Very shortly. They're doing it now and building out in the U.S. We're already moving forward. Counter-Strike skins are already in the internet bubble. Last time from this is the first skins. Sold some. Okay, interesting. Cool. I Trust Capital. Sorry. Yep. I Trust, I hear, is pretty damn sweet. Don't like fine print, says Seth. Just let me know if there's 0% financing for how long. Yeah, no. Wait, are you talking about the card? I think you're talking about the XRP card, Seth. Yeah, it's pretty solid. And if you're talking about Caleb, totally on the up and up too. There's no small print. It just is what it is. I don't know what you're referring to. I have a little flare, says Jan. Real token too. Good. Awesome. Cool. Good for you, Jen. Guys, those of you who are out there, by the way, welcome to Crypto Info Blockchain Made Easy with your host, Frank the Crypto Tank. Please tap like and subscribe if you don't mind. It helps a great deal on the channel. It helps us along with the algorithm. I know you know that. It's a pain in the butt that I have to keep saying that. But thank you for giving us a little love. Please give it a little love. That was really weird. Please don't forget our Caleb Brown link down below. And we have just released the Patreon. And I think our medium is $5 a month. But see what's in there and see if that's worth it to you. Holy crap. Join us, help support the channel. It's a lot of fun, by the way, the actual Patreon. And guys, I hope you guys are paying attention to this cryptocurrency bull run and understand, first of all, that obviously we still are in a bull run. All key support levels are being held. I was going to jump to the charts, but let's just keep yapping with you because, guys, here's the thing. I want to be as kind as I can, and I want to be at the same time as emphatic and clear and direct as I can. Let me say this as poignantly as I can. First of all, I didn't know anything about money and how it works and blockchain technologies and crypto and any of it about 6 years ago or so. Many of you are probably in the same situation, especially TradFi people. Well, that wouldn't be TradFi people. You knew about economics, right? You knew about finance. I didn't. I learned crypto and blockchain technology first, and within weeks realized I needed to also learn the monetary system and the financial process, and not just this country and other countries, and the interplay between the central banks that lay down the law for all the BIS, the Bank of International Settlements, that lays down the law for all the central banks in all of the countries that then lay down the law for all the banks that are in those countries. And we all have to learn all of this. We can't do blockchain well. Not kind of. I don't believe it's true. One can't. This is not it does not exist in a vacuum. We can't understand and learn and know blockchain well and cryptocurrencies and understand it all well if we don't at least learn a little bit about how finance works. And once we do, here's my point. Now, once we do, you, me, anybody, proof positive, you guys have done it too. We can, I'm cold, putting my hat on. We can learn just like anybody else in a very short period of time how to have not a financial advisor, how to have our investments, our money that we lock up and put in, whether it's TradFi or DeFi stuff, blockchain, I don't care, or if it's Mag 7, if it's reg stocks, whatever it is, the value and benefit, even if it's your company or real estate, that you're putting it in and saying, I'm going to let it grow for a little bit. Now, when it matures, I'm going to pick a little bit off the tree. Might not want to kill the cash cow, though, right? Might want to keep growing. Don't sell that house. Maybe I keep it going for myself, right? Same thing with anything else, investments maturing, stocks maturing, right? So anybody can do this. Anybody can learn blockchain technologies, cryptocurrencies. If you're a finance person already, a TradFi person, and you've already been investing in the regular markets and you already understand finance, boy, do you have a head start. All you have to do is jump now into the blockchain crypto game. You're going to see how strikingly similar it all is to TradFi. You're going to be shocked. It's all the same stuff. It's just... TradFi is a jet flying. That's pretty cool and can get across the country and do its thing with intercontinental trade and also trans. But blockchain technology and crypto is a UFO. So now it takes the existing markets that we've been dealing with and the existing structure and things like AMMs, like bookmakers and things, and it puts them on a UFO. Do you get it? Like, do you guys get this? Blockchain and crypto is the next iteration. It's like what we've all been waiting for. It's the biggest thing that's been hidden from folks, made to be that thing that's, oh, you want to follow us? No, that kid with the baseball cap on backwards in his mom's basement on YouTube talking about that with that little thing and that little cute little thing on that coin. And that's what you're investing in. It's not what blockchain is. But that's what people, sure you want to mess that internet funny money, not even real money. Why would you buy that stuff? Oh boy, I hope you guys are paying attention. I know you guys are. I know my regs are. I hope the regular people out there are paying attention, or newcomers. Um, boy, this guy really, oh boy, I'm sorry. If I come across as too much, I have to just apologize right now because, we want to be kind, and I don't want to rub people the wrong way. I don't want to be rough and, push people. And I'm here to be a nice person. I don't want to be taken the right way. You know what I mean? I'm not here to, I don't want to ruffle feathers. And by the way, no tribalism here. When I talk about Ethereum going probably to 2x, 3x, 4x potentially coming up in this, including in this next bull, get to comments in a second, this next bull run super cycle that we're having coming up here. Yeah, after that though, what, a layer 2 is going to just keep propping Ethereum up, or you think it's just going to keep riding? Or are you going to try to fix that moving train? No, that's literally why Charles Hoskinson left and went to go create Cardano, because he said Ethereum it was never built to do what it's trying to do. It can't carry cryptocurrency up the blockchain mountain. How's it going to do that? Boy, this guy really spits some truth here. I don't think I like him. He's saying no Ethereum. I don't think I like this guy. This guy's truthful. Ethereum's going to be a thing coming up here. Oh, don't worry. It'll ignite our bull run and give us all our money, not financial advice. Don't you worry. We're going to get it. It's simply this, that once the obvious elephant in the room is realized that Ethereum was never built to do what it's trying to do, and it cannot carry cryptocurrency up the blockchain mountain, and it cannot be fixed as a moving train that it is, and it cannot be propped up sufficiently or adequately enough with layer 2s to have it do what it's trying to do, not just the activity it's holding now, but the future activity it's expected to hold, and it can't scale. Guys, stop. I'm sorry if you all bought Ethereum and you're trying to and you want it to go up. So next time it goes up, which it's going to, not financial advice, I already know it's going to 2x, 3x, potentially 4x. Yeah, it'll do that, and then it'll go away. So make sure you use some folks as your exit liquidity and get out. Anyway, let's get to some comments. Let's see. Jen says, Sachu says, I see them as backwards NFTs. Instead of letting funds to make a game, they make a game that people want to. Yes, they do. Agreed. Jan says, nice. XRP hat there. Yes, thank you. For real, going in blind into crypto, says Sachu, was a lot harder, and I got neural stocks, and it was like playing on easy mode. Yeah, it really is easier if you're doing TradFi first. Seth says, Caleb calling today. Nice. Yeah, Caleb is a wise move, you guys. Guys, I went into my bank, and they're like, we got our kids into crypto, says Jan. Good move. Nice. XRP. Sweet. How smart. Boy, how smart. Talk about some precocious kids, huh? Caleb calling today. I think wise move, Seth, in my opinion. Tell them, please, about our channel and how you found us so we can get some credit for sending you over. If you don't mind, Seth. We talk with them and have relationships, so it's nice if you say, hey, Tank said to mention that I came over because he was shilling you. Most people say to me, what are you selling? I'll literally say, hey, how you doing at the register? I swear to you, I will say, hey, how you doing? How are you today? And they'll say, what are you selling? I'm selling a smile. I mean, I want you to be happy. What the? Jace, what are you, from the East Coast? Just kidding, hometown. I hail from the center of the state in Connecticut, so I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Connecticut, New York, Jersey, Boston. Just kidding, guys. Guys, I think, first of all, everybody please tap like and subscribe who is in here right now, because it does us a great deal of health and wealth and help, and it doesn't cost you crap except for the energy it takes to literally take your finger and look down and put your attention to tap the frickin' like. And maybe you got to eat a little more food later to keep your caloric intake up. But geez, guys, come on. Not a big deal. Tap that frickin' like and subscribe. Huh? And that's what they mean. What are you selling, Tank? See? I get introduced to my wife's friends, and the first thing they say at a party, what are you selling? talking about? I'm here to have fun. Can I get you a drink? What are you selling? I offered to get you a drink. I'm trying to be nice. Oh boy. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having fun today. I think that people have rocked crypto sufficiently to this point. I think that we have to. I think that we're all in for a big surprise, and I think that we are all in for the best Thursday we've ever had. Remember, a smile does confuse an approaching frown and turns that little sumbitch right upside down, and all of a sudden everybody's smiling around you. So have some fun. Enjoy it. I hope you love the tank today. I know I love all of you, not in some weird, creepy way, but in some nice, platonic, friendly way, in a kindred spirit way, that we're all here to enjoy this crypto journey, this crypto ride. Thanks for joining me and having some fun with me on it. I'm here every Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Mountain Time. Please do not forget our Patreon. And just see what's going on with that. I'm doing a lot of shilling and selling today. And don't forget about Caleb and Brown. And don't forget mostly to have a great day for yourself. That's what I'm selling. I'm selling a smile. Have an awesome day. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Have a killer day. Enjoy it. See ya.